I know that shit's so ill. Better yet, doggy, just tell me how you feel.
What's good, y'all? Cordae back for some revenge, huh? I respect it. I feel like ever since Cordae got a lot of mixed feelings on his last album, From a Bird's Eye View, I don't know, I just been getting that energy of like, he's just itching to put some new material out. I remember he put out that tweet last month about how he went on this 4-hour drive and listened to both of his albums, and you know, just straight up said that he came to the realization that his last body of work didn't live up to his debut. Now, I'm a person that didn't think From a Bird's Eye View was necessarily a horrible album, but I definitely think that it was a very forgettable project. Just in my opinion, it didn't really live up to the standard of where I put Cordae as a rapper before that album released. And that seemed to be the general agreement that a lot of people came up with, whether you were inside or outside of his fan base. So because himself acknowledged the fact that he wasn't very proud of his last project, I'm curious to hear what he has to say on this 2-pack. I'm not gonna lie, I want to hear some hungriness. Damn, I just made up a word. Bro, that shit gotta be in the Urban Dictionary somewhere. Hold on. Is he gonna come with his heart wide open and give us some new melodies? Or is he really upset at niggas for calling his last album garbage and we get straight rapping? I don't know. But I do know this. Whenever a rapper goes into the archives to retrieve a picture that you have to blow the dust off and put it as cover art, I'm always scared. First song we got is Unacceptable. Yeah.
ATL Jacob, ATL
Okay, take one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he is supposed to be producing this next album. I almost forgot. I was about to be surprised, but you know, the surpriseness just went. Why the fuck do I keep making up words? The excitement of ATL Jacob producing this track was pretty much just stripped from me because I just remembered that he's supposed to produce his next album, the whole thing.
But you put money over loyalty, unacceptable. Used to have to throw on a real nigga, that's my greatest attribute. All the shit that we've been through, act like you never knew. You see how we walk by faith, this shit incredible. I wanna have to call my bro, cause he gon' handle it. We tryna leave that life alone, always thinking bigger. Driving in the car with his baddie, she always singing scissor. Granddad died bad liver, from always drinking liquor.
It always amazes me that, you know, rappers that knowingly have girls and they're in the public eye, we see them all the time. It's just funny how they come on tracks and, you know, say they riding with a baddie and she's doing this and doing that. You know what I'm saying? Well, his girl couldn't be a baddie too, so he didn't actually name the baddie. So, you know, he can be talking about his girl. Shout out Naomi.
Spending all these nights alone, I don't even dream. Police asking us questions, I ain't see a thing. Swear this shit's so crazy what that money brings. Girl, you know I
don't have money, but I agree.
I thought my last one was a ride or die. I leave my mama with $1 million if I die tonight. But you put money over loyalty, unacceptable.
Already this song is giving off an atmosphere that we didn't even get close to feeling on his last project, From a Bird's Eye View. But I will say, given the production that ATL Jacob is granted artists like Future, Kodak Black, Lil Baby, this is pretty simple coming from him, but he's such a good producer right now, like that the beat still works.
I had this combo with my pops, I had to keep it real. One of the few times I had told him how I feel. Hollywood, you lose your soul, had to move out the hills. I tried to take my own life, nigga, that's not a drill.
This is the first time I've heard that from Cordae. I mean, if you listen to his earlier projects, he definitely mentioned that, you know, he's been addicted to pills and he had some type of struggle, whether it was massive or little, with drug addiction. So, but this is the first time I've heard him mention anything about, you know, trying to commit suicide.
Ninth grade almost had me a son. She took abortion pill. That shit left a hole in my heart. Take one look at me, nigga. We getting revenue, but you put money over loyalty. Unacceptable. Speak your truth, man. That's the only thing I can do. Perfect or not. Yeah.
With that song, I like the production from ATL Jacob. It's a little more on the textbook side when it comes to his production usually, but it's just something about his sound that's just so ear grabbing right now. One of the things I do like about this track is that I can already see how the cover art matches up with Cordae's lyrics as he's talking about the different branches off his family tree. I like that Cordae sounds hungry on this track. I don't know if that has to do with the production bringing that out of him, but it gives that feeling of I'm back for redemption. My problem with Cordae has always been, for some reason, I can't take him that seriously when he's rapping. But that wasn't the case here. I felt every word. I like when he brought up the conversation he had with his father about him being depressed, but made it prevalent that he doesn't usually express those kind of emotions to his father. something I can relate to. He doesn't really open up that much when it comes to him. I don't really hear that much different with his flow on this one. To me, it just still sounds like Cordae. The only thing I wouldn't say I liked about this track was the hook. The melodies were cool, but it didn't really bleed through the track like I felt they should have. And it was more on the simpler side of things. Kind of went into that pocket of me not being able to take him serious for a split second there. But the overall focus of this song, I mean, you can't really disagree with. Putting money over loyalty is unacceptable, especially with the people that you claim to love. You can't do that. Track 2, So With That.
So with that shit. I'm so with that shit.
You know I love samples. I love samples.
That look in your eyes, something I wouldn't advise. With me while I was working and cooking them pies. I showed her I was insecure, she just took it for.
What pies are you talking about? What pies are you talking about, Cordae? I was about to say something crazy. You seen the movie Life, though.
But do you have any Negro pies?
And I'll admit, I fucked them girls, I shouldn't have lied. You even let me drive your car while you was at work. And all you asked is for my Instagram password. We argue all the time, I let you have the life. You want a freak? I said I'm so with that shit. I'm so with that. Said she wants some me. Said I'm so with that shit.
The lyrics ain't even on here yet, so I can't see if he really said that, but if he said that, I hope he's... What?
I'm so with that shit. Well, I was there always driving your Hyundai Sonata and never left a drop of gas in it. Your friends is telling you I'm bad business.
I mean, the beat is fire. Don't get me... The beat is fire. That hook just threw me off like shit, though. Like, I don't know. She say she wants some meat. I guess I'm so with that shit. What?
But it was perfect timing. I'm always mad late, cause I'm a little low on cash, so baby have faith. Whoever thought we make it this far? Your mama astonished. She think you out of my league. See my failures, but you couldn't be prouder of me. So with that shit, that she wants some me.
No.
So with that
No.
Know the sun gon' shine. Said I'm so with that shit. I'm so with that shit.
Now, first of all, y'all gotta tell me why he exposed niggas like that at the beginning of the song. Like, we want our insecurities to be mistaken for pride. We want that. The production was great. I loved the vocal samples just flying around in the background, camouflaged behind these nice piano keys. But the song stopped being beautiful when we got to the chorus. What happened? On a serious tip, I honestly think that's Cordae's Achilles heel in a lot of these tracks. Everything surrounding the song is usually going great, but he ruins it with these lines that are unbearably corny and infatuous. Now, outside of that, I thought the love story was pretty relatable, although I think that it would have been told a little bit better if the song was longer and it had a third verse. It just felt like to me that he kind of packed a lot of nothing into a pretty small pocket because the story wasn't really connected throughout. But that's most definitely the better beat out of the two songs on here. Sorry, ATO. What, the ATO Jacob produced that one too? Now I'm pretty much expecting Cordae to drop a full project again, if not late this year, then early next year, because he even said it himself that he wasn't too impressed with his last outing. I feel like Cordae is still finding himself within making all of this music, because to me, he still hasn't fully individualized his own sound, which is cool because he's still in the beginning stages of his career. But I feel that he has to unlatch himself from his inspirations to become a better artist. Because listening back to those two records, even though they weren't bad at all, they weren't bad records at all, but you still hear a lot of influences from his quote-unquote role models. Don't get me wrong now, he sounds hungry. He sounds like he's been in the studio for countless hours. I like how a lot of his raps are strictly story-driven now, and it sounds like he's not rapping just for the sake of rapping. He actually has purpose now. Regardless on how it sounds on camera, I still see a lot of potential in Cordae, even with all my critiques. But I feel he still has a fair amount of sharpening to do when it comes to his skills. It's like he's a fairly new car trying to get to his destination, but you know, it has a flat tire and he needs a minor oil change. You know what I'm saying? Just a little minor. But hey man, that's all I got on this 2-pack from Cordae. As always, let me know how y'all feel about these 2 tracks in the comments. Y'all know the motto. If you like the video, like the video. If you want to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm gonna be here. It's inevitable. You know, I ain't got nowhere to go. I'm gone. I just said I ain't had nowhere to go. I said I'm gone.